Today's horoscope, Scorpio April 12, 2022. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Early today, the tendency to dwell on things that do you a disservice runs high. You may be feeling under pressure, in general. The hidden elements of your life assume added importance, and it's important to avoid focusing on one particular train of thought, critique, or situation if it's consuming too much of your time and energy. Also, try not to take it too personally if people do not see your point of view or agree with it at the moment. A good rule of thumb today is to strive to be gentle with yourself and or others, which means be careful with what you reveal or expose. Also today, Mercury moves into your opposite sign for a stay until April 29th. It can be an excellent time for opening the airwaves with a partner, significant other, or a good friend. People in your life can help you get in better touch with your ideas, as communications with them seem to jumpstart your thinking processes. You don't have to agree with someone for them to help you make decisions. Your love horoscope. Ready to have that long-awaited conversation? Mercury, celestial ruler of your intimate 8th house of sex, shared resources, and soulmate connections will debut in sensually driven Taurus and your committed 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others today, bringing clarity and momentum to your relationship sector. You could feel inclined to take the lead, as the moon will ignite your bossy 10th house of authority, so you'll likely approach things with confidence or, on the dark side, with pride. Either way, you're prone to catching your person off guard, as the moon will face off with rebellious Uranus in your relationship sector. Your career horoscope. Hold your ground. Be assertive in your professional correspondence as Mercury in Aries squares Pluto in Capricorn. With this square stressing the importance of effective, productive communication, you may feel more direct than usual. Being direct is not bad, but how you go about it can make a significant difference. Instead of being cold and cutthroat, you can be forthright in an assertive manner that does not intimidate others at work, unless that is what you feel like you need to do. By the end of the day, Mercury will leave Aries for Taurus, switching gears towards your commitments. Your finance horoscope. 2 days after the moon left your financial sector, your financial instincts and imagination will still be sharp, but you will be starting to unpack a download of messages and insight. With your subconscious able to download information faster than you can process it at the time, the less you can avoid overthinking things, the more likely the right answers and insights can slowly make their way to the surface. Social life today. Recurring problems require attention and need your full concentration. Don't ignore mounting difficulties or avoid dealing with them straight away. Strive to appraise the situation objectively, in a business-like manner. Don't be afraid to break new ground. Everything soon looks different, far better than it appears. Your dating horoscope. You'll hear about a big can't-miss event, but you'll feel the need to take care of business in one way or another, whether it's work, school, or relationships. You can catch the next big event. Flirting tips. If you are longing for love and the feeling of security this brings, don't always pursue it with such vigor or be overly concerned if a love you want isn't always available. You can get what you want by taking your time, being a little more relaxed and calm. A brand new outlook brings with it the promise of success. Lucky numbers 2, 8, 14, 31, 45. Your well-being horoscope. Your ability to manage your busy life has a lot to do with what you eat and drink, whether you exercise regularly, and how you take care of your bodily needs. Take a clear look at your eating habits and your exercise regimen. Can you prepare your own meals more often, starting from scratch, instead of just getting takeout from a neighborhood restaurant or heating a prepared meal? Can you add some more vegetables instead of adding a second helping of meat? It is the little things that can stand in your way to a healthier lifestyle. Being aware is the first step. Your daily numeroscope. If you are in charge of others in your work, take care that you don't make unrealistic demands of them, especially on this day. Not everyone can keep up the pace that you usually do. Nor can everyone work in the same way. Patience is often something that eludes in personality, and it's this that can create some of the biggest challenges with your relationships. Strive to let others work at their own pace and in the style that comes naturally for them. Daily Planetary Overview. Saturn squares the nodes of destiny today, pushing us to make major decisions when it comes to our commitments. This may relate to a relationship or project that we've been on the fence about for a long time. If you're longing to partner with a special someone, today is when you might decide to take the leap and give your heart to them. However, if you're unsure about being in a relationship with this person, you might decide to reconsider. Saturn, the planet of commitment, wants to make sure that you're giving your all to the right person or project. After all, why should you hold back from a situation that you want? Basically, if you're not feeling the situation will lead to a long-term partnership, it's time to pack your bags. This also relates to the way you do business. If your boss is domineering or unkind, this could be the time to go to human resources. And if you don't want to stay in the job or work for them anymore, you might want to start looking for another opportunity elsewhere. Sky for today. In the pre-dawn hours, Mercury in Aries squares off with Pluto in Capricorn, provoking crises. At this time, we are on the hunt for evidence to rationalize our opinions, and should be mindful of when we are pushing a point too hard. Because we have a stake in this matter and are eager to be well received, we can overcompensate, come on too strong, or forget about key details while angling for respect. Certain truths will come to light now about our perspective, potentially ones which we would rather not face. Examine your biases and view this time as a teachable moment instead of spiraling into disappointment. After nightfall, Mercury enters Taurus, exiting the energized terrain of Aries. Speaking courageously has attracted a degree of attention to our goals or desires. Now the torch is passed to Taurus, helping us to ground concepts down, so they endure longer than a passing fad. In Taurus, the most elementary solution is often the best one. Although we run the risk of oversimplification, having modest adages and mantras to keep us stable is a proper jumping-off point for moving an idea from one stage to the next. Now, conversations become more deliberate and intentional, backed up by experiential data or rational logic. It's a good time for no-nonsense communication and meeting others where they're at intellectually.